and I'm heading into water myself. Oh, that's beautiful. Whoa. Alright, the waves are breaking a little bit closer here, but as you can see just out there is where most of the waves are, and that's where all the lessons are going on, just out there. But guys, the water is beautiful, sensational. Okay fam, so welcome to the first episode of Destination Fitness with Carlos of 2024. It's taken me a few days. You're probably aware if you've been watching my social media, my shorts on YouTube, my Instagram stories and my Facebook, for those that are on there. I've been very busy, had my daughter's wedding, which you got a lot of videos of as well. But my first video is going to be here. A little tour of Bondi, and Bondi Beach especially, and that's Bondi Beach just down there. So I'm going to take you on a little tour of the area, show you what Bondi is all about. And this is going to be my little series of exploring Sydney. I did my beach walks, my series of beach walks not long ago. So this is going to be exploring Sydney. I touched on Bondi in my beach walks, but that was more about the walk. But this is actually exploring Sydney itself. So hopefully you enjoy this episode, guys. First of 2024, I'll be doing a lot more like this. But look at this, what a beautiful place. And you know what, guys? It's only, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 a.m. here, nice and early. Look how beautiful this is here in Bondi, guys. What a beautiful area. Obviously very iconic, very popular, very famous, Bondi Beach, if you're coming to Sydney. So hence I decided let's start here. And we'll go from here. We'll do a bit of a series, but this is going to be number 1 of 2024. And like I said, guys, been very busy the last few weeks, so that's why you haven't seen me too much on YouTube. But I'm back at it, and here we go. Enjoy the episode. Okay fam, so for those of you that saw my episode on the walks, the coastal walks, you'll know which I did a beach walk from Bondi Beach. I went all the way around the other side, Tamarama, then you've got Bronte, Coogee a bit further down, so I did all that coast there. What happens when you get to Bondi, and this is north part of Bondi, and I'll be showing you the other sides as well, it's all cliffs here. So as you can see, they've got the cliffs, got the sea down there. It's pretty immaculate, very early in the morning. Well, what happens when you get down this side of Bondi, once you're here, it's cliffs all the way around, all the way to Sydney Head. So there's no more beaches, and Bondi is the last beach as you're coming around this side of the eastern suburbs. So once you get to here, there's no more beaches on the main ocean. That is the Pacific Ocean behind me there. So there's no more beaches going down, or going north, I should say. It's all going back south from the eastern suburbs, Bondi itself. So this is the last stop of the beaches if you're doing your walks, and the beauty of Bondi and the eastern suburbs coastal walks is that it covers all the beaches down here. So again guys, once you get here, this is what you got, rocks. And mind you, these cliffs and everything else, there are homes built all along here, and they are beautiful. They look right over that. Now the sun's this way, so you may not see how beautiful the ocean is, but it's never ending, as it is the ocean, never ending. The Pacific, you keep going that way, this is east obviously, you end up in America with a few Pacific islands in between, but it's a long way away. But anyway, let's go down to the beach itself, guys, and we'll start from the northern end of Bondi and we'll work our way to the other side of Bondi. Okay fam, and as you can see with Bondi Beach, very famous obviously, but Bondi, the area, as you can see, residential, all these homes here, the entrances, a lot of trees, but beautiful homes, guys. Very expensive. This is North Bondi obviously, but as you can see behind me there, I mean, sun's coming from that end. But again guys, it's a residential area as well, so sometimes people think of beach areas or famous beach suburbs almost being like resort areas, but Bondi itself is very much residential. You know, it's not really far from the city living, so very residential here guys, but beautiful homes, very tight spaces, small little streets, because this area is very old, but the homes are very modern and immaculate. But like I said, as I walked up the hill here, you're looking all around me, You know, it's just normal homes, residential, but very, very fortunate for the people that live here, who have probably worked very hard, who have either won a lot of money, but it is very nice. But here we go, guys. Look at that. That's what the area of Bondi looks like. As you can see, a few apartments as well, but mainly a lot of homes. And then the beach itself, there's a lot of walkways. You can go just down here, down to the beach, which is just down the bottom, which I'll be heading to in a sec. Alright family, the beauty of the northern end of Bondi is there are actually trails and walks, especially designed, that walks all the way across the end up here onto the cliffs and everything else, and they're specially made for walking itself, so you get some brilliant walks around here as well. And as you can see, it's a bit more calm. Got the boats out here, a lot more rocky, but you got a lot of people that sunbake down here. It's a bit more private down this end, and obviously the beach itself is just over there, but you just walk down here. It's not even a 2-3 minute walk. But as you can see, guys, how beautiful is this early in the morning? And look at this, what a beautiful thing to wake up to. Imagine waking up to this every day, and this is on your doorstep. So this is Bondi, guys, and this is the northern end, and a great place to come and sunbake if you want to do that, in a little bit of privacy on the rocks itself. Alright fam, so this is North Bondi where I am now. There's the beach just down there, and this area here, guys, on a weekend gets very busy. North Bondi is really where the cool cats hang out, where the beautiful people hang out. Now it is a weekday. I'm here very early. Look, it's 8 AM, guys. Check that out. 8 AM. People already on the beach. But what you find at the moment, because it's early, it's empty. This place is normally packed down here. But again, guys, beautiful. This is normally all packed down here. But at 8 AM, guys, check it out behind me. That's what it looks like. Bit of work being done here, bit of noise, but how beautiful is that? So this is North Bondi, and South Bondi is on the other side, and obviously that's the beach there. So let's go and explore the beach a bit. Alright guys, as you can see behind me in North Bondi, looks like a sand pit. Now what happens eventually as the tide rises, if you look out there, the water's calm as, and if you watch Bondi Rescue, you'll know that the water's pretty rough here. It's more for surfing, you've got to swim between the flags, but this area then will eventually get filled up with water. And it's like a rock pool, as I've shown you in some of the other videos I've done. The rock pools on the beaches are really popular, really cool. And I've got a little dog who's trying to go into it now. As you can see, you bring your dogs down here. You can see behind me, he's going into the water. But this rock pool will get full later, and then the kids can come and swim there, so a lot safer, because all the waves will be breaking out there. Then if you notice, you've got the kids surfing. You've got surfing lessons going on at the moment. Again, how beautiful is that? On a morning, early morning, to wake up to in Sydney. And if you can notice there, these kids, all these kids on the surfboard, it's very early, so it's not too busy. So they're doing lessons, surfing lessons. You've got the instructors there in the water. But how cool is it to do your lessons at Bondi Beach to learn how to surf? And that's for the kids, and I know they've got adults lessons as well. But that's the kids doing theirs at the moment, just there. Okay fam, so this is the main area of Bondi Beach. Obviously it's a long stretch, good for running, you know, this channel's all about health and fitness as well, but great for keeping fit. And what you find in the beach areas, everyone seems to look good. You know, I think it just comes with living near the beaches. Everyone wants to keep in shape and look good because they're going to be down the beach a lot, so it's a very healthy lifestyle down here, guys. But as you can see, like I said, you've said a few times, it's pretty early in the morning. And look how busy the beach is already. People are out enjoying themselves. Beautiful. And I'd imagine we've had bad weather in Sydney, well not bad weather, but rainy weather. It's been warm for about 5 days. We haven't seen the sun, so I'd imagine by about midday, it's going to be pretty busy down here because it's still early at the moment. But there you go, guys. That's the iconic Bondi Beach. Now, guys, one thing that you find here in Bondi, getting parking is an absolute nightmare. And not only is it a nightmare, the cost is astronomical. I'll just show you here. So this is the parking meter. So basically it costs you $10 per hour. Basically $10 an hour to park here. So if you want to spend a bit of time at the beach, you've got to either make it short or come with a group of people and you all pay and chip in to spend a good 6 hours. That's why Sydney is one of the most expensive cities in the world, And one of the reasons that a lot of people say Bondi might be overrated. For me personally, I like Bondi, but there are nicer beaches in Sydney, but this is a famous beach. Now guys, there's no point coming to Bondi Beach and not stepping on the beach itself. And it's pretty clear here at this point, simply because we're doing the surfing lessons down here. So they've kept this area called clear, so people are swimming on the edges, that side and on the other side. I'm going to be a bit cheeky and come down here where they're doing the lessons. But as you can see guys, check out the sand. Golden sand, beautiful. And these are the guys doing their lessons. You've got adults as well as the kids. Adults are down this end. And like I said, because we're early, the water is pretty calm. I mean, look at that. I mean, these guys are doing surfing lessons, but there's not really much waves. It's still a bit out there, there's a few, but there's not much waves for them to do lessons. And I'm heading in the water myself. Oh, that's beautiful. Whoa. All right, the waves are breaking a little bit closer here, but as you can see, just out there is where most of the waves are. And that's where all the lessons are going on, just out there. But guys, the water is beautiful, sensational. But it is surf, guys, so you have to be careful when you're here. They have the same things as I've done at some of the other beaches, swimming between the flags and all that. But how beautiful is that? Alright guys, so this is a busy area. As you can see, the flags are just on the side there. So most people camp out here because they want to go in the water at some point. Got a few clouds overhead, but it's still pretty warm today. But guys, this is so people I'm taking videos of the beach when they're taking photos of me or videos of me. But there you go guys. It's the main part of the beach. Like I said, a lot of people come in this part because they're here because of the flags itself. There goes the sun for a little bit. A little bit of clouds kicked in here guys, but as you can see behind me, that's I think they're filming an episode of Bondi Rescue. I can see the cameras out there, don't know if you can notice. And the cameras are at the lifeguard station up there as well. So you never know, you might see this episode on Bondi Rescue at some point. Looks like it was a competition. Well, if it is on Bondi Rescue, you'll see me in the background holding this camera. Okay fam, so this is the southern end of Bondi, or Bondi Beach I should say. As you can see all the cliffs behind me there. The beach that way. I've got a bit of cloud that's come through. Oh, we've got a little bird that's going to come be in the video. You alright? Oh wow, you're coming all the way to my feet. Oh well, a little friend wants to be in the video there. But anyway guys, so this is the southern end of Bondi. Again, the two ends a little bit more quiet. People can actually sunbake a little bit more and everything else. And obviously you've got all the surfers out this way as well. But whoa, here comes the sun. But there you go guys. The southern end of Bondi. Again, the two ends are the quieter ones. Middle is where you get most of the people down there. And I'm going to go around the other side where you see the icebergs pool as well, but we'll go to the top to see that, the icebergs pool over there. Very, very nice. Okay fam, so as you can see, beautiful apartments down here. The Bondi Icebergs, very famous down there in the Bondi Icebergs pool. And a place you can eat, you can hang out, just down the bottom there. And obviously the beach is just on the other side. So again, exploring Sydney, you definitely want to check out Bondi Icebergs. Really cool place. And if you want to get a place to eat on the weekend, very cool, very hip to hang out. Everyone thinks they're pretty beautiful, the ones that come down here. But it is a beautiful spot. But again guys, all part of Bondi. When you want to explore Bondi outside of the beach, there's a lot of things to do. Okay guys, and one thing I love about Bondi Beach is the beautiful heritage sort of buildings from the 1960s. A bit like Miami when you're driving down. That's the main road that goes down to the beach. But it's actually pretty cool. It's like a little heritage area. So it gives an old feel to it. but a different feel as well. And obviously if you come down here by public transport, there's no trains, but you can get down here by bus. And you get the train to Bondi Junction. And then the bus I think is only about 5 or 10 minutes down here. So getting down here is not too bad. I recommend public transport because, as I showed you, the parking costs a fortune. And as you come down, you're driving down, that's the view that you get, which is quite spectacular. But again guys, like I said, the old style buildings that you've got behind me. A bit like Miami. What's it called? South Drive or something like that, Ocean Drive. It just reminds you of that a little bit. I think they call it Art Deco building, so that's pretty nice as well. And when you explore Bondi, you want to see all these places as well. So guys, in Bondi itself, you've got a lot of restaurants, a lot of eateries, a lot of clothes shops, very sort of boutique sort of places in these little side streets around the back of the main roads. So when you do come, you want to explore and get around a little bit, you'll find a lot of interesting little places, as you can see behind me there. But this is just one of the many little streets, and you've got police everywhere as well, which is good for safety. But as you can see guys, in terms of Bondi itself, you've got a lot of decent places to go, and I covered some of them on my video when I did the coastal walk. I actually went through and I got something to eat down here as well. But I covered a little bit of that, so I won't go through all the little back streets of Bondi, but there are a lot of them there. So again, when you want to explore Bondi, when you want to get around, come for the day, you'll find many things to do here guys. So it's a lovely place. Alright fam, the other thing that's very famous in Bondi on the beach, because the beach is just there, is on the promenade itself. You've got the mural wall, where all the artists come and put up their artwork, which is beautiful, all the graffiti, but nicely done, very nicely done, and it's all the way along. You can see it behind me. They all got a certain section that they can do, but it looks really good. Check those out. And that pretty much goes all the way along the beach, and then you've got the beach just there. So this is the promenade, and like I said, that's one of the beautiful parts of Bondi itself. Checking all those out. Okay guys, and this part here is the Bondi Pavilion, really central Bondi, and here you've got a lot of places to eat, as you can see all around me, behind me there. On the other side, it's a great places to eat and drink if you come down here on the weekend, and also you obviously got the beach, which is just across the promenade there. So this is a great place to come down as well guys, down on the beach itself. Wow. And the pavilion's pretty famous. This has been here for years and years and years. Alright fam, so I showed you this rock pool earlier when it was more of a sand pit. And as you can see, it's now nearly 1 PM. I was here about 8 AM. And now it's full up. We've got the kids in there, so this is the area where you bring the kids in, which is a bit safer, as it's got a little bit rough out there now. It's more a surfing beach, but it's still pretty good. But that's what it looks like when the water's in there, which looks really nice and really comfortable for the kids as well. Okay fam, so one thing that a lot of people don't know around Bondi is you've got these Aboriginal carvings that are here. And these have been here for years and years. Now, they're all set in to these rocks down here. Don't know if you can see it clearly. One's of a person there, and there's a few different carvings here. So it's a bit of a sacred sort of site, but a lot of people don't know it's here. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's some carvings if I pull it back a bit. I'll watch my step. I think it's a kangaroo or something here, or fish. Yeah, it's a fish here. I can see there. Must be a shark or something. And as you can see, the water's just there. So these carvings, I saw these years ago, and they're not really advertised as such. People don't know about them. But like I said, the Aboriginal carvings, there's fish, there's all types of things here. But this is in a golf course, the Bondi golf course, which is just there, overlooking the water. So if you get a chance, you can come through here and just walk up. And there's some more as you're going along down the end there. But like I said, these carvings, oh, you can see these ones are pretty clear. The fish here. These are thousands of years old. I'm trying to see in the, if you can see that properly. But again guys, this is another thing when you come to Bondi that you may want to check out when you're down here. Something interesting, something unusual, something a lot of people, even people that live here, I didn't know about this myself, I found this out by sheer luck, but a lot of people don't even know this is here. Alright fam, so I thought this is a fitting place to end the Bondi little tour or little discovering of Sydney and Bondi, with the city and Bondi behind me. The beach is just down here. I'm at the golf range, but the beautiful Pacific Ocean looking all the way out there on its own. So this is it guys. I hope you enjoyed that episode of discovering Sydney, Bondi, the Aboriginal paintings, something which I wanted to make sure I got on this video because a lot of people don't know about this, but also the beach itself and the area. So once again guys, hope you enjoyed it. Look out for the next episode. We're kicking off 2024 this way. Take care guys.